everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Eagles going up against the Patriots. So let's get you up to Foxborough as we check in with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots. Play fake here on first down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
It's caught by Randall. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Eagles are going to have a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback, doesn't matter.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Ryan Matthews, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. Finding time. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and LeGarrette Blount, the featured back.
The big knock on him coming out of college was his lack of speed, but it's definitely not his lack of power. He runs right through opposing tacklers and sets things up big for his offense.
So 2nd and 10 here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Wait, 20 down, these two. Switch.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I am shocked that they would go for it there. Talk about a gutty call. But that's all about having faith in your offensive line, and they come through there on 4th down.
Brady now on 1st down. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And a look at the defense now. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
What a move. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Good job. Too easy, too easy.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And they'll go on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack. Loss of yards on a running play, not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Wait, check it. Kill.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
53.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And the seemingly endless drive continues. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Uses the stiff arm. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. LeGarrette Blount, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is to simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On 2nd down, Ryan Matthews. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Aguilar has it. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to 1st.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he gets it down to the 32. That'll be a gain of 11. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Time to step aside. Back to Foxborough after this. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go now.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now on 4th down, the Eagles will hand things over to their field goal kicker, and that's Caleb Sturgis. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And the wideout in motion.
Rip, check the backer, check the backer.
They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. Pass incomplete. All right, partner, indulge me if you will here. Let's go back and look at preseason in totality. What are some of the storylines that you took away going into the regular season?
Well, so many of them. I'll try and keep this one short. New England, no Tom Brady, no panic. They're going to ride with Jimmy Garoppolo, and they expect to be good. The Jacksonville Jaguars are getting a whole lot of love in preseason. I've heard a lot of people say they're going to win the AFC South. How about the Tennessee Titans? DeMarco Murray and Derrick Henry. Are they truly thunder and thunder? We'll find out as we go forward with that one. But what about the big trade? We hate the injury to Teddy Bridgewater with the Minnesota Vikings, but they went and got Sam Bradford because they believe the Super Bowl is now, and he can take them to it. Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to go up top again. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. So the Patriots will turn it over to their left-footed punter. That's Ryan Allen to kick it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. And taken right at the 35. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now Wentz, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Gun! All right, here we go. Leopard!
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Ertz over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. Overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they got 29 yards there, and it gives the Pats a first down.
Hey, check it. Let's go. Check 31. Check 31.
They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle there, it's Nolan Carroll.
That's the way to hit.
On second down, here's Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Check 43. Alert. Shift.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And he fires one, but incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Hey, alert 3. Woo! Check your hot read. 53. Shift. Alert. Check.
Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 3rd, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Jones on the return. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Squad. I got 19. Wait, 20. 29.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Check. Shift. Roll 50. Hey, switch gears.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And out now come the Eagles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, guys, check me out. No, check. Patriot. Set.
Now Wentz again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Watch left. Start right there. Detroit!
And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Ryan Matthews, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. So they're going to go for 2.
Hey, tight right. Here we go now. Green. No. Check. Patriot.
Wentz going to look to throw. And in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing on first down is Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz taking it in. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
If they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play.
Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Randy McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. But winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Wentz. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Donnie Jones now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, you got 3. Here we go. 3-19.
It's a sneak. It's Wentz. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And now they're in the hurry-up.
So is there a place on the scoreboard for guts? because they've got to get extra for that one. Picked up the first down, but that's an extremely risky call that deep in their own territory.
Yeah, where do you think is safe? You got to be across midfield, right?
I would think so. I mean, that's where safe is the right word. Across midfield does that. If you're a little bit more of a gambler, depending on situation. But this one, backed up this far, that was risky.
Hey, sneak worked. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long, no matter what they've done on offense.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Double tight.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to loop. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Tight ends on the loose. Tight ends on the loose. Tight ends on the loose. Now let's go. Blue line it.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Now Wentz will keep it. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
You got 4.
10th carry now for Ryan Matthews. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards on the ground.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ryan Matthews, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here. We'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
On 1st down, Brady. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Well, I don't know that we saw a blowout loss coming of this magnitude. Boy, they've got to be shaking their heads in the locker room.
Not only are they shaking their heads, the head coach looked absolutely furious leaving the field. I'm not sure this will be the best week of work for his team next week.